little quicker on the way to the gym because I gotta stop. I gotta refuel. Rocking cruising range 0 miles, which 0 miles really means like 15 miles. I stand by that semi wholeheartedly, but it gets tricky once you actually see the level really where you know you're getting close to fumes. I have never run out of gas, and I don't intend to. But is it cutting it close if it never happens? Right? There's something to think about. But no, yeah. Plan for today with legs. I'm gonna start my opposite leg days of quads only, followed by either hamstrings only or maybe like a kind of a hamstring shoulder combo, something along those lines. Just because I can tell with getting to the point of actual deficit I've been in the deficit the whole last 2 months, but deficits get trickier the longer that they're in them, or the longer that you're in them. So now I can tell 2 full-on leg days a week, if I really brought it, is a bit much. And I don't want to come in and do a half-ass leg day just to counteract that recoverability effect. So I'd rather just do it as hard as I can, or get it totally pumped, 8 or 7-ish total working sets, and then delay the next one instead of pull back the intensity. And that's just a little bit of a me thing. I think a lot of guys would just drop their overall lift intensity, be it workload or just volume, or maybe as the number of sets that they're doing to failure, pull that back and still keep their frequency up. I don't know if I see it as much, but as long as you can actually come back the next time that you hit whatever muscle group you're hitting hard, well, then you're kind of good, right? You know what I'm saying there? But yeah, we'll see. But this leg day, this quad day specifically, will not be too insane. Honestly, it's going to be a good chunk of leg extensions and maybe a little bit of something extra on top, because maybe it's because I overdo it in my off season. I don't think so, because I don't have like a crude knee damage or anything like that where I really feel it. But I can tell my knees are going to take a hit if I do insane heavy squats, insane heavy leg press every leg day when I'm dieting down. I just don't have I don't have the fuel, I don't have the carbs and fats and just the means to keep them totally solid and handle that much exertion, which I think is good, because then that gives me this back and forth of, okay, off season I'm eating a lot of food, really bringing it, 6 plate squats, 15, actually not 15, what am I saying, but like 12 plate leg press, 6 plate Smiths, stuff like that. And then when I diet down, that's a time of less tension in my knees. Like, I'm not sitting here wrecking them with leg press and leg extensions, or leg press and insane heavy squats. I pull back, and I think it's a good little back and forth. In a way, that's making this dieting phase the off season for heavy pressing for me, and then the off season of eating a bunch of food and bulking up. That's when I'll start really pressing the gas again. But yeah, so it kind of flips. Like, this whole last off season, I was trying to do at least 75% pressing to 25% extensions for most of those leg days. I don't know how close I was to those exact numbers, but I was trying to do much more leg press and squats than sitting on leg extensions alone. But dieting down, I make use of the leg extension, man. I never notice quad diminishing. They still get extra pumped and stimulated. And then when I come back for every off season, my strength is still there in squats, because my quads still get to keep up. And it's just easier on my knees. So that ratio kind of flips, where when I'm dieting, now it's a little more like 70% leg extensions and like 25, 30% of whatever else, be it maybe sissy squats, be it potentially some leg press that I superset into, and just nothing too wild, because out of all, I never want to be injured, right? That's pretty obvious. But out of all the time that I could be injured, right? I don't know what that freaking rattle is, but it's really getting to me. But out of all the time that I could be injured or tweak something, dieting down is the worst time, because you're not in a position of hyper recovery, right? I'm trying to maintain as I get leaner, and I'm limiting my food intake. So, it's just, you're asking for trouble to try to do anything too wild while you're a little leaner, right? So I don't want to get that thought out of my head, because it's very easy for me to come in and think like, oh man, I'm feeling strong. Oh, I'm feeling strong. The squat rack is looking pretty good. I don't know, maybe I should get on there. I mean, come on, let's just throw flat plates around. We haven't squatted for a couple days. Yeah, let's just do it. Yeah, and then I've never had a squat incident, like anything substantial. Like I've nothing. I've been sore after squats, but never like a legit squat injury, and I really don't want one. So that's where, if I've got any kind of tips overall for everybody who's getting into or starting squatting or continually squatting, no safeties. I don't see the excuse, man, right? Whether you're doing 225 as a 200-pound dude, or if you're doing 700 as a crazy power lifter kind of guy, I mean, you never know, right? There's a video of me, I'm doing squats, and at the bottom of one of the reps, I just kind of lose my balance and fall forward. It wasn't that I wasn't strong enough to do the set or to do that last rep, but I just kind of lost my balance. And if I didn't have the safeties on, well, I either would have, at best, just got the back of my head smacked with a bar, and then have the bar like roll up my neck and like totally just scratch into me. And, at worst, not to get gruesome here, death, right? Anything above, really any amount of weight, but 3 plates and above, safetyless, that's pretty substantial. Like there's if you ran 1,000 simulations of the human body, even a jacked human body, versus 3 plates overhead, 3 plates wins. 3 plates wins a lot. So that's why I don't think I'll ever be squatting without safeties. And I'm pretty passionate about that, right? Because if I had a substantial squat injury, and then maybe I had a spotter, but like the spotter slipped or something, right, I'd look a total fool, because it'd be all my fault. So throw the safeties on. You tell me, is it cool to go safetyless? I just don't see it, right? I know it's when you're a kid, it's like it's cool not to wear a helmet if you're riding a scooter or like a skateboard or anything, or like your bike. But yeah, man, steel wins. Steel versus man. Steel wins. So just keep that in mind. Right? I want to see more squat videos with the safeties. But yeah, I'm gonna get some gas, and let's get in there and get started. All right, this this is not going to be my flashiest quad workout. Even just doing the 70s, I'm kind of a little tender. I could kind of say why, because I was doing all those I did that superset with squats last quad day. But yeah, so it's going to be a little on the chiller side. So honestly, I'm just going to splice through a couple reps of each set, and then we can jump straight to a pose down, because all I'm doing is camping out on the leg extension. I'm going to do start off with a light squeezing set, very slow, full failure on each side, and honestly not go much wilder than that. So, it's much cooler doing a set of squats or doing like some crazy ass fucking, whatever. But some days call for just a quality burn pump and leg extension. And I don't have a problem with that, because I'm a leg extension advocate. I see the leg extension get dogged on. Actually, I don't even know. Like we're in a lot of people are like hating on specific exercises, like flat bench, not good for your chest. Dumbbell curls, not good for your biceps. What is good, right? Like these guys, the logic is so strange, because it's like, what do you want me to do? This is the exact motion of extending and contracting my quad with load. Seems pretty freaking good to me. But yeah, I'll just splice through around, and then probably by the time I've done 7 or 8 of these, I'll be fully pumped, and we can see how my legs are looking, or quads specifically. All right. 2. 3. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, let's run that back basically exactly for the next few. Woo. Those are burning. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Two more just like that at least. Woof. Woo. All right. Yeah, let's do some double leg and some sissy squats might be in order now. Okay. Oh, a few more like that, and honestly, that's gonna be it. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's all. Let's see how we're looking. All right, it should be just about in focus. But yeah, that was good. So not much, kind of quick, just honestly, yeah, a light quad day, just enough to get some blood flow in the area. But there definitely was some blood flow. Like even just sitting here, what I'm getting extra excited about being leaner isn't necessarily increased like definition. Obviously it is, but the separation and like ratio of quad to knee joint to calf at the bottom, like it just gets substantially crazier the leaner you get, because now everything that's, you know, kind of blocking that separation, that body fat, is starting to dwindle down. So even if you're not like completely diced, shredded, like all those little cuts in your calves and things, they just start to become more freaking pronounced. And this is probably going to be the veiniest my calves have ever been, especially if they're already looking like that. Let me try to do an extra tough squeeze. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let's see if I can get some extra quad veins on this one. Okay. A little bit. But yeah, that was good. A little bit on the chiller side. I could tell my knees were a bit more tender than I would like. So instead of trying to wrench 200 pounds single leg, I think leaving it at 1 was a decent decision. So let's get in the car, get back home.